Bob Fernley, thank you for joining us. Perez, it took you quite a time to get his contract sorted out. What happened there?
Well, you already predicted it, so there was no need to go any further.
But a major coup for you to keep him, because most people thought that he was going to Renault, but we thought otherwise. Nevertheless, we've got to talk about the breakup of the marriage with Hülkenberg. Surely you're disappointed about that?
Yeah, very disappointed, because Nico's been a great driver for us over the last few years. He's part of the team, but equally you can't get in his way. You know, it's a great opportunity for him to go to a works team, and I think VJ did the right thing in releasing him.
In releasing him, does that give you then the opportunity of talking to Ocon? Because, you know, most people seem to think that he's on your list. Why don't you tell us who is on your list?
Eddie, you and I have been on this pit lane longer probably than anybody else, and you should know I'm not going to tell you that.
No. Anyway, well then I'll assume it, but Ocon is going to stay here. He is one, isn't he? Or, you know, what's the situation with NASA? Got to be a Brazilian driver on the grid. What's your feeling on this?
I think, you know, from our point of view, we've been under a lot of pressure for Austin and Mexico. We're going to follow that through all the way. We've got to deliver here. And then when we get back, we can sit down and talk to VJ, and then we'll make some decisions.
Well, you know I love talking about money, and I know it's your favourite pet subject. So tell us the difference. It's what, 5, 6, 7 million perhaps, the difference between fourth and fifth. You needn't tell us exactly, but it's a significant amount of money in the budget. How important is it for you, not just financially, but for the cred and your image of the whole of Force India to finish fourth in this championship?
I think it's very important. The money is obviously important, but it's not the most important thing. I mean, we've got 300 people working incredibly hard to deliver a fourth place. We've got 3 World Championship teams in front of us, and at the moment we've got 3 behind us. A remarkable achievement from very hard-working people back at Silverstone.
Well, I think you saved the day in Austin, because I thought Williams were going to absolutely swamp you with points. That didn't happen. It was only a margin of 2 points, so you got away with that one. This is not really one of your best tracks, would you say?
No, I think this is better for Williams than us. And, you know, we're going to have to tactically do the best we can with damage limitation.
Well, I'm biased, of course. I want Force India in that fourth slot. Thank you for your time.
Thanks now.
On the other side of that coin joins us head of vehicle performance at Williams, Rob Smedley. Rob, Bob seems to think you're all tied up this weekend. You're going to win. Great news.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks, Bob.
You are 8 points in their wake. Are you confident you can overtake them by the time you get to Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, reasonably confident. You know, we just got to push on. The team's got a lot of depth in it now. You know, we're really, you know, trying to get the final little bits of performance out of the car each and every weekend. I think we come here, the guys have done a really good job. I wasn't particularly happy yesterday, but the guys have done a really good job overnight to balance the cars. We had good long run pace yesterday, reasonably good qualifying pace this morning, so we'll see where we are this afternoon.
Sweet.
So, you're a straight talker. If I mention the name of another man who is the backbone of this team, is a straight talker, Patrick Head. A few years ago I asked him the straight question, is the lack of performance due to a lack of budget or a lack of brain power? And he said a lack of brain power. Now, you probably, I suspect, wouldn't want to nail any you know, one way or the other on that, out of respect to your colleagues. But, you know, there has been a drop in form since last year. Difficult for us to understand when it looked to be going well for Williams. So can you sort of give us a bit of direction for the fans at home? Where has it gone wrong, effectively, and why have you slipped behind Force India?
Well, you know, I don't know if it's gone wrong, but we certainly haven't put the development on the car that we wanted to. And, you know, to answer the first part of your question, is it a lack of brain power? Is it a lack of budget? Well, it's a little bit of both, really. You know, it's never one thing. And that's the same with where the performance has gone as well. There's never one thing, you know. Aerodynamics are key in this sport. So are tyres, you know. We're addressing both of them. But you can't just stop there. You've got to go right into it and get down to the very final little bits of detail. And that's the culture that we're trying to create at Williams at the minute.